Dozens of delegates from Kashiwa, Japan arrive at the Los Angeles International Airport, excited to celebrate their 50th anniversary of becoming a sister city with Torrance, California.
I'm very happy and so excited to be here. 10 years ago, I was an adult leader, and then I took the 8 students from Kashiwa to Torrance. I have so many friends here and very warm feelings, friendship, and everything here.
Emotions soar on the top floor of the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel as the sun sets on the visitors' first day in the South Bay.
Well, I've been involved in this for over 20 years, and we've been very fortunate, been able to go on 3 separate trips to Japan and been in most of these people's homes. We have people from Japan that have come to Torrance and opened businesses. It's just amazing how you can get close ties to people you never knew before.
They have lifelong friends now from Japan. Just the exchange of ideas, the exchange of cultures, the exchange of art, the exchange of language. I think it's one of the most important things we can do today.
Obviously, the 50th anniversary, the golden anniversary, that's a distinctive moment in the relationship's history. Most sister city relationships do not last 50 years or more. So what Torrance has cultivated in partnership with the association is really special.
It's huge. It's the start of, at least 4 days of celebration, commemoration, remembrance of, all the exciting things.
Day 2 begins with the City Hall welcome.
Good morning and welcome to the City of Torrance. On behalf of my colleagues here on the Torrance City Council, we are very, very pleased that you are all here with us today.
Wow, they are so friendly and heartwarming people, and we are so touched. And every time we make such kind of trips, we make sure that we continue to celebrate.
This trip includes a small procession outside City Hall, followed by a tour inside the council chambers.
I've always missed coming to Torrance. I had a great time the last time I came. I can't believe it was 30 years ago. It seems like yesterday.
Next, they check out a new exhibit at the Torrance Art Museum called Bridging the Pacific, which celebrates the 50-year milestone.
The artists that we chose were part of the Japanese diaspora here in LA and Southern California, and we're showing artwork that expresses the meshing of these two cultures and how these artists are both Japanese and American, and it shows kind of like sister cities, that cultural exchange, but in art.
Just a few steps away, city leaders invite their guests to plant a new cherry blossom tree along Sister City Street, named in honor of Kashiwa at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center.
The tree is going to grow up as our friendship grows up, grows in the future, and it's a great event.
Tammy Uka and her group admire the serene scenery of the Pine Wind Garden before resuming their city tour.
Torrance is really nice, peaceful place. It's not like LA, it's not too crowded or anything, and people are very nice, relaxed, and very, very kind.
The Torrance Unified School District hosts the delegates at North High for a lunch to remember, with a color guard ceremony, a dance presentation, a show choir performance, and a special welcome message from the AP Japanese class. The day concludes with the mayor's dinner at Di Roma Cucina, offering our guests an immersive Italian fusion dining experience.
California flavor.
Day 3 starts at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market, where City Cable's Jacqueline Twig joins the group for an eventful day at Wilson Park.
In Japan, their version of a farmer's market includes local fruits and vegetables native to their culture. But when visitors come here, they're treated to all new sights, smells, and experiences.
And first we came here and we were given this farmers market, and inside it comes very good smell, and that's orange.
This market is very exciting because many people gather and nice smell and many vegetables, fruits, flowers, and I'm so happy.
As far as some of the things that stand out here, one has to do with the way that Americans shop.
We were very interested in how to shop, and each one can just take by themselves, and that's not happening in Japan.
Another has to do with the size and variety of our produce.
I'm so excited to visit here, and there are many fresh vegetables and fruits.
First, we are all surprised the big strawberries and also very flavorish oranges. So nice broccolis and so many different types of vegetables.
Everything is big, like strawberry, broccoli, very big, and I'm astonished.
After everyone sampled some of the local citrus and berries, they continued on to a different part of Wilson Park for another priceless experience.
The Golden Jubilee, a picnic celebrating the 50th anniversary of the sister city relationship between Kashiwa and Torrance, brings together individuals from both countries for some good old-fashioned barbecue, matching golden t-shirts, and lots of stories.
I came here in 1977 as an exchange student. I was very motivated or inspired by the trip. And after that, I went to El Camino for 1 year and studied English. And then I came here in 1990 when I went to New York. If I didn't have that trip in 1977, I won't be like this. So Torrance changed my life. Oh, I can't think of my life without Torrance.
I was here in 1993 when I was 16, junior year in high school. And I spent 3 weeks here, and it was a really great experience for me. And I fell in love with the U.S., and it made me want to study in the U.S. I went to Yale, and I ended up studying Chinese history, which I did not imagine that I would when I went there. To be in Torrance is something that I never imagined when I came the last time, so it's quite exciting. I can't believe that I have been away for 30 years, and now I'm feeling I would like to come back every year after this.
Meanwhile, some within this group played important roles since the very beginning, helping to set a firm foundation alongside Miko Haggett-Henson, a founding member and first president of the Torrance Sister City Association, who passed away in June of 2022.
In the late autumn of 1972, Miko called me. Aki, you are very familiar with the sister city exchange between US and Japan, and Torrance is thinking of having a sister city relationship with a city called Kashiwa, Japan. And Mr. Ken Miller, the mayor, wanna go there and check if the Kashiwa is a good partner for Torrance or not. So would you please make arrangement for his trip to Kashiwa? That was the beginning.
In some cases, this multi-generation. There are some parents here who were kids when they were in the exchange program. And then now they're kind of trying to get their kids in. So there's a lot of these small stories intertwined here, because how many cities has a sister city relationship for 50 years? California has the largest Japanese population, not just residents, but business. Within California is Los Angeles County. Within LA County, the city of Torrance, #1 Japanese business, #1 Japanese American residents, and we want to, keep it going and make it even brighter for the future generations.
Other distinguished guests joined the festivities as well, from Assemblymember Almarat Suchi.
I'm a former president and board member of the Torrance Sister City Association back in the early 2000s. And, I'm seeing all the longtime volunteers. This is an entirely 100% volunteer-run organization. And it's like people-to-people diplomacy, the relationship between Torrance and our sister city of Kashiwa, welcoming the mayor, the city council members, and the entire delegation here to Torrance is so great.
To the mayor of Kashiwa, Kazumi Ota, who flew in that morning from Japan because she wanted to make sure she could participate in the celebrations too.
So it's very important to understanding not only differences, but maybe common things, and each other by mingling each other, meeting each other. As a city, she would like to continue to this relationship forever.
Now we're at the Friendship Festival inside the Armstrong Theater. Many of these performers share a common background. They participated in the Sisters Student Cultural Exchange Program from both the US and Japan, and they have a passion for performing that inspires those watching.
When you're offering a cigarette, you say, "Suimasen." And when you say, "I don't smoke," you say, "Suimasen."
When the guy was joking, that was really cool. I liked how their traditions were different from mine. I'm from Taiwan. I want to go.
You want to go where?
To Kashiwa.
Our youngest son, who has been living in Japan now for 9 years, and he plays shamisen, traditional instrument. It was his idea to go, and when he was a junior in high school, so 2007 up to right now, we've been involved. The goal is to promote friendship. You can be friends, maybe 5,000 to 8,000 miles apart, but your heart is still there.
The last full day for our visitors quickly approaches, bringing together new and old friends one last time inside their hotel for a sayonara or goodbye banquet.
And I would like to thank everybody who's been involved and supported this program. This is the first time to visit Torrance here. I'm really excited and I'm very pleased and honored to be here.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be a teacher that was sent to Japan as a part of a representative of Torrance.
Amy Campbell lived in Kashiwa from 2015 to 2018. She and her fellow teachers, who also spent time in Japan through the Sister City program, presented their stories on the big screen during the banquet.
When I first moved to Kashiwa,
I was really nervous and excited,
but I just knew I was in the right place.
Everyone was so warm and welcoming.
They made Kashiwa feel like home away from home.
The video continues, unveiling a surprise gift from the city of Kashiwa to Torrance.
日本には通りに名前がね基本的にないので、でもトーランスの名前がこうやってつくっていうこの一つの。
This gift was originally proposed by one of the English teachers from Torrance and comes after years of planning.
本当にちょっと夢みたいな話ですね。でももっともっとこういう交流が広がって、もっと楽しい地域になったら、もっとお互いがね行き来ができて、お互いのことをもっと理解し合えたら。こんなに素晴らしいことはないと思います。
Felt like a little bit of Torrance all the way in Japan, and I think there's something so special when the worlds can connect like that. It is something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life, so it was very special.
The full room includes a number of our city leaders, including Councilmember John Kaji, who acknowledges the importance of promoting both diversity and unity.
Back when the sister city was established between Torrance and Kashiwa, it wasn't that many years since the end of World War II when the United States and Japan were arch enemies. And for these two countries and these two people to come together, of course, we don't forget what happened, but we learn from that and we build on that. So to me, looking in this world around us, whether it's here at home or around the world, I think we can learn from this example and bring peace throughout the world.
The evening, filled with dancing, dining, and immersing in each other's cultures, comes to a close with a promise to continue this tight-knit relationship for another 50 years.
She really felt kindness and very warmful relationship between Kashiwa and Torrance. That is what she would like to tell the people of Kashiwa when she came back.
To have that kind of dedication to keep this relationship going for 50 years, it's unimaginable. We might be one of the only cities in the country that has a 50-year sister-city relationship. There's some mixed emotions because there are people we just met and we're looking forward to see them again.
I'm Christine Lee with Torrance City Cable.
Torrance students, welcome to Kashiwa High School. We are very glad to have you here.
Eight student delegates are spending 3 weeks in Kashiwa, Japan this summer as part of the Torrance Sister City Association's Student Cultural Exchange Program. And on this particular day, they're checking out what high school life is like on the other side of the world.
I think it's different in the fact that they wear uniforms even though it's a public school, and I think that the students are a lot more involved in clubs than at home, and they're very friendly.
It's enclosed. It's actually got a hallway, so that's a little bit different. But it seems like the students here are pretty similar. I'm having a lot of fun so far.
This is Grauman's first time traveling abroad, and he says it's an eye-opening experience.
I just thought it would be a really cool opportunity to kind of move past my normal boundaries and discover more about other people and hopefully in the process, myself.
His fellow travelers also discover things they've only imagined.
The taiko drums and the Kashiwa-Dori were something I was most looking forward to because I do love music. So being able to finally see the ideas that I had about taiko turn into reality was just so amazing.
I wanted to practice my Japanese and also to just put myself out there and find new people. I like making new friends and speaking to them and exchanging Instagrams and taking pictures with them.
Peers from Kashiwa helped make this visit extra special.
I want to enjoy this event for Torrance students. So we made yesterday, use seal marker, color pen. We decorated this uchiwa.
We want to tell Japanese culture. So I want to make sensu or uchiwa, origami, and any other things.
This student cultural exchange program dates back exactly 50 years to 1973.
I just think it's such an amazing thing that we have such a close relationship with a city that is so far away. And just learning more about how Kashiwa is so similar to Torrance has been great. I'm just so grateful to be here, and I think Japanese culture is so beautiful.
Organizers say they're grateful to continue strengthening their ties with their American visitors and hope they leave with a deeper understanding of who they are.
As a human being, I want them to know that we are the same and we can cooperate together to make this world much better. So I want them to be the bond and also bridge between two cultures and countries and cities.
I've had a lot of fun, and I'm really sad that it's ending, and I wish I could stay longer.
I'm Kirk Lyons with Torrance City Cable.
Welcome to Weekends in Torrance,
Kashiwa style. Hello, I'm Haruna Kido, and I'm a student at Sophia University. My friends from Kashiwa, Japan, and I are taking over the Torrance City Cable studio today. We want to show you some of our favorite moments from our favorite city in America. Let's go!
I'm Koto Shirota, and I go to Ichikashi High School. I love Torrance City Hall.
It's where we met our host families when we came from the airport. Mayor Georgia Chang and council members Assam Sheikh also came out to say welcome. We felt very special because everyone was so nice.
I'm Yurino Hirata, and I'm a student at Juntendo University. My favorite memory is being a VIP at our welcome party.
Thank you for helping us celebrate Kashiwa here in Torrance, finally in 2023.
I'm so excited. I love shopping, so I want to go to Del Amo Center and I want to watch Hollywood sign. I think we will go to Dodgers game and the beach party. I'm so happy to be here and I want you guys come to Japan and travel in Kashiwa.
There's 9 visitors that we have tonight. And each of those 9 people are going to spend 2.5 weeks in Torrance. They are being hosted by 2 different host families, so all the host families are here also. We don't want to just throw them into the houses without having a group situation where they can get to know people. So it's a little bit more comfortable situation. And we always have a potluck to show them what a potluck is. They don't do that in Japan.
We had so much fun and the food was delicious. I love American food.
I'm Shion Horie and I go to Keio University. I loved day 2 when we explored the city and I became a firefighter. Well, kind of. Christine Lee from City Cable joined us on our adventure and has the story.
Let's have some folks join in too. You're here, you might as well get in on the action, right?
8 students and their adult leader begin day 2 of their trip inside City Hall.
It was great. I haven't seen City Hall in Kashiwa, so this is my first time to see City Hall, so that was a great experience for me.
From taking turns sitting at the dais to getting a tour inside the mayor's office. These visitors get a good first look at how our city runs before getting swooped up by Torrance Transit. This is the group's first full day in Torrance, and they are literally getting a taste of everything. Our next stop leads us to a destination that is also filled with unfamiliar sights.
Farmers market was so pretty and everything is so huge here, like vegetable, tomato, and the cup. The cup is this size. I was so surprised.
It's very different. There are many like international food like Taiwan food, Thai food, but in Japan it's only like just sushi or just like washoku, Japanese food maybe. It's very different.
After a leisurely lunch break filled with so many different flavors, we burn off some calories by walking to Fire Station 1.
Welcome, thanks for the LA hat. Good one, there we go.
Fire Chief David Dumais extends a warm welcome, and firefighters give us a comprehensive tour of their vehicles.
We'll connect this part to the hydrant.
Their special equipment, and even their living quarters, giving us a taste of what it's like to be in their shoes. Speaking of which, Poirier also learns firsthand how hot and uncomfortable the firefighters can get when suiting up for work. That makes us appreciate their efforts even more. This is just a taste of what our visitors from Kashiwa get to do during their cultural exchange program through the Torrance Sister City Association. We'll have more as they continue exploring our community in the coming days. I'm Christine Lee with Torrance City Cable.
I was so hot wearing the firefighter's clothes. I could have used another big drink from the farmer's market.
I'm Miwa Hashimoto and I am a student at Keio University. I enjoyed meeting everybody at the Torrance City Council meeting.
Hi, I am Yurino Hirata. I am currently in my 2nd year of college at Juntendo University. My faculty is International Liberal Arts, and I'm looking forward to watch baseball game of Otani.
I'm looking forward to watch Dodgers game.
Spending time with my host family and experience what American people do in daily life, like go to the Target and shop grocery stores and making ice cream at home.
I'm looking forward to visiting Focus Studio.
I'm looking forward to visiting San Diego and experiencing the culture of Torrance.
America already has a culture, so I want to acquire that ability while interacting with various people this time.
I'd like to experience the differences in manners and culture between Japan and the US.
I'm looking forward to making new American friends. Thank you for inviting me today.
I hope that a relationship between the two cities will last forever. Thank you very much. Okay.
I hear the meeting can get very long. Luckily, we went home early and got lots of sleep for another exciting day.
I'm Kota Moteki, and I attend Kashiwa High School. I really enjoyed downtown Torrance. Car lines from City Cable came around for the ride.
So now I want to show you the picture of one of our Japanese farms. And this is the Amatsu family.
The 8 student delegates and their adult leader begin their day at the Torrance Historical Society Museum, learning about our city's history from the Amatsu strawberry farm to Torrance winning the All-America City Award back in 1956. After a hula hoop workout, they get their steps in while exploring downtown, appreciating our historic homes and getting to see how different our high schools look compared to the ones back home. From here, it's views, views, views. From the penthouse at the Doubletree Hilton and from Los Arboles Rocket Ship Park. This looks like the highlight of their day as they embrace the kid in them at the scenic playground. The group then visits the Southern California Regional Occupational Center, where they learn about what education can look like outside of a traditional university setting.
Now we're going to go down to our sterile processing class, and then we will finish in welding.
And back at the West Annex, the young adults have a ball, picking out their outfits for their first square dancing experience while reflecting on another full day of fun.
Torrance is a very beautiful city, and Torrance citizen is very kind for us. We went to the park, which is located on the hill. We can see very beautiful scenes, and we can play as a Kashiwa students. Torrance is very cold, and it is very comfortable for me. Japan is too hot for me. I'm looking forward to Dodgers and go to the Torrance beach and everything.
I'm Ayumi Itagaki, and I go to Shibawa Institute of Technology Kashiwa High School. My favorite memory is learning how to square dance.
Japanese dance is more slowly, and this party it tells me Torrance culture like food, dance, and lifestyle. So I know this is the greatest experience for me.
We've been doing this for maybe 30 years. They get to interact with our Torrance students, and their families come, and so they interact with the other delegate families because nobody knew each other a couple of months ago. Square dance is done in Japan. It's done in English, so now they have heard it in English. They can go back and maybe they'll get interested in square dancing as well.
Forward again with a left-hand swing.
The dancing made us very hungry. I guess that's why they made all that chili. I'm Mahiro Sawai, and I'm a student at Shibawa Institute of Technology, Kashiwa High School. My favorite part about my trip is, right now, being here at Torrance City Cable, learning how to make TV magic.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Weekend in Torrance. Kashiwa style.
Perfect. See?
It was first time to do report, little TV show, so it was a little bit nervous, but it was fun. The studio is very big, but I've never seen such a studio, so I was surprised that the studio is like that.
Now that it's all done and over with, how do you think it went? Did you think it was good?
Yeah, good.
Are you going to go home and show it to everybody?
Yes, of course.
Watching TV is fun, but being on it is even better. Hi, Mom and Dad.
I'm Hitoshi Watanabe, but you can call me Hank. I'm the adult leader on this trip, and all these activities made me very tired. My favorite part of this trip was the sayonara banquet.
I'm so sad. I'm about to cry.
To be honest, I don't want to go back to Japan, definitely, because this Torrance life is so comfortable for me. So yeah, I don't want to go back.
I miss my family, but more I will miss my family here. And I'm so appreciative about everything everyone done for me.
All the friends here, I love them. I'd like to express thank you very much.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I have so much great experience this Torrance. So thank you so much.
We will miss our friends and the city of Torrance very much. We hope to see you again soon. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you for watching, and どうもありがとうございます。
See you later, Torrance!
All year long, we've been covering the city's 50th Sister City anniversary with Kashiwa, Japan. A large group of delegates from Japan visited us in February. Then over the summer, we had a small group of some students come and go overseas from both countries. And now, our mayor and council, a group from the Torrance Sister City Association, and City Cable's Christine Lee are in Kashiwa right now, celebrating the major milestone.
Hi Kirk, hi everyone. Greetings from Tokyo, Japan. I'm at the observation deck at the Narita International Airport, watching the planes take off as I'm waiting for our delegates to arrive. I am so excited to head over to Kashiwa. It's my first time going over there, and the next few days are just going to be so exciting. I can't wait to document it all for you, so stay tuned. But for now, sayonara and have a great weekend. Good morning from Kashiwa. Our first full day in Kashiwa, Japan begins bright and early with a breakfast buffet at 7 a.m. We get to choose from a wide array of food options from Japanese to Western.
All right.
After a full meal, we hop onto our bus and make our way over to Kashiwa City Hall, where we're in for quite a greeting.
Hi, it's good to see you again.
Hi, nice to meet you again.
Oh yes, yeah, my wife.
Oh, hello, hi, how are you?
Out in the back, a fire department band plays the national anthem for both USA and Japan.
I sincerely hope that Mayor George Chen and the other members of the delegation will have a great time interacting with and getting to know many of our citizens.
We really feel very, very welcome.
This is a commemorative T-shirt designed by the Kashiwa International Relations Association that was created especially for this occasion.
After several group photos, we head over to Kashiwa Noha and learn about the neighborhood's reputation of being a smart city, or a neighborhood that's all about building public, private, and academic partnerships to encourage new industry creation, health and longevity, and environmental harmony. The highlight of this stop for me is getting to ride on an autonomous bus. Thank you. So I have never been on a self-driving bus before. I am tempted to push this button. Just kidding.
This is technology and it's amazing. This is my second trip to Kashiwa, and this time I saw some familiar locations by the station, by the Takashimaya Mall, and
What are you looking forward to the most?
just meeting old friends and exploring around.
The on-the-road tour includes a stop at another building that's a part of the University of Tokyo Kashiwa campus. Here, we learn some more.
I see ALA aims to solve the problem of the universe in particle physics through the observation of high-energy charged particles.
Just a few steps away is lunch. We chose from a variety of options before our trip, and I chose Hamburg steak, which I devoured. After lunch, we head back to Kashiwa City Hall, where we're in for another treat.
Now, Vice Chairman Mr. Matsumoto will read the resolution that was just passed in today's in front of your presence.
Torrance Kashiwa Sister City Relationship 50th anniversary.
Mayor George Chen greets the Kashiwa City leaders, and our entire group joins him on the floor for a giant group picture before heading off to our next destination. Kashiwa Municipal High School students greet us with lots of smiles, custom-labeled water, and another thoughtful gift.
Hi, thank you. You guys will be receiving our lovely Ichikashi bag with our logo on it.
I've got to see both the Torrance kids that went over here, as well as the students that came to Torrance. I watched them grow. They transformed in front of my eyes. It was really amazing.
I'm so excited to meet you again. Our grades are going to Torrance this summer as a school trip. So we were so excited to meet you guys.
I am the English teacher from Torrance, California. Of course, there are times where I'm very homesick, where I miss Torrance. I especially miss Mexican food. If you're watching this, please go to Steve's and have a breakfast burrito in my honor.
It feels surreal because I've talked about this school for a long time, met the students from here, and now I am here. We get escorted into another part of campus where we're treated like rock stars again. Then the high school brass band performance begins. It's hard to say goodbye, but we must. And during the ride back to the hotel, we sing to keep our jet lags away. Back at the Crest Hotel, we take advantage of tea time.
This is the first time it's like a real experience that I have seen probably in the movies. I've been to Japan a couple times, but this is unbelievable, incredible, lots of memories.
Just minutes later, the city of Kashiwa throws us an elaborate welcome banquet celebrating our 50th anniversary.
今回はそれを皆さんに恩返しできたらと思って、最大限のおもてなしで迎えたいというふうに思ってました。
We've been challenging and doing our best to repay back your hospitality.
We're treated to a multi-course meal and, of course, Japanese-style dancing called odori. Finally, the night concludes and we say goodnight and see you tomorrow. We're looking forward to another memorable day.
Good morning, Torrance.
Day 2 begins with a walk in the park.
I lived really close to here 5 years ago, and I would always run through this park. And one day, I just ran past this sign that said, Torrance 40th anniversary. The connection here is just all around us, and it just feels really special.
Kashiwa Mayor Kazumi Ota and Torrance Mayor George Chen unveil new street signs as the two cities join together once again for the cherry tree planting ceremony at Furusato Park.
2, 1.
History is being made once again. I just feel so happy, and
an honor that we have this occasion to celebrate our 50th, because you can only celebrate a 50th anniversary probably once in your lifetime. And you know, for the generations to come, keep it up.
I can't wait to come back in the future and just see how it's grown and blossomed. And I'm just having such a wonderful time here in Kashiwa.
And is this your first time in Kashiwa?
It is.
Well, how do you like it so far? Yesterday was a long day.
It was a very long day, but even when we were finished and with the banquet, we decided to go out and see some of the night scenes. And it was wonderful. Just having a fabulous time learning about the culture and experiencing new things.
Our city leaders get a tour of the park's playground, where Mayor Ota says certain equipment is added to make sure that all kids, and adults in this case, can enjoy the facility. Oh my goodness. As much as we want to play here all day, we have to get going. Our next stop has a lot of banners with familiar names written on them.
This is really cool. The Torrance Street and all the street names of all of Torrance is here on this street. It's really amazing. I imagine if we had to do that for Kashiwa, we'd be having a long, long street with a lot of names we can't read, but it would be really cool to do. So it's very nice of them to do this for us.
Right next to the Torrance Street sign is this.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know how they did this, but now our friends on the street will think of us every time it rains.
Awesome.
Just a few feet away, the surprises continue.
I'm over there. Hi.
This is totally unexpected for me. I thought we were going to a flea market. We find ourselves in the center of the Kita Kashiwa and Torrance Exchange Party, hosted by this neighborhood. Many who are here have developed close ties over the decades with our Torrance delegates.
My wife has friends for over 40 years. This is my 4th visit to Kashiwa. I started in 1992 as the adult leader for Torrance Exchange Program, and I came back in 97 with the 25th anniversary, and I was here in 2017 with my son. It's a long ways to come for a short weekend, but it's worth the trip to see the friends that we have made.
The morning is filled with friendly competition, performances, and a game where we're asked to take selfies with those who have the same first letter in their names. I misunderstood the instructions and just took selfies with pretty much anyone who came by to say hello.
The most wonderful thing about all of this is the sense of community. The kindness is overwhelming, and just how wonderful all the people are. It's like we're family here. I've enjoyed it so much. I don't want to go home yet.
I leave with a free pet travel water bowl for my dog Somi, thanks to this booth just outside the park, where we're encouraged to take something we like.
Thank you.
Next, we meet our host families who will be feeding us lunch.
Hi.
This is my first time in Japan riding in a personal vehicle, going inside a home, and eating a home-cooked meal. Ako Matsumoto prepared a delicious lunch with rice that she harvested from a rice field nearby.
This is the first time welcome Torrance adults, we twice the Torrance students came to our house. Yes.
You know, home cooking is the best. It's the heart of the program. I love seeing homes and meeting people one-to-one. So it's special because this is not just the couple who invited us, but it's the families, 3 generations here. It seems to come full circle because the son was an exchange student, parents are involved, they came to the anniversary, and the kids are going to learn English. So here we are, you know, and now we're friends.
After lunch, Ako brings out her tea set and teaches us how to make and drink matcha or green tea properly.
I'm sweating.
1, 2, 3. Last is make a sound. 1, 2, 3. Good, yeah? Go. No. Yes, last, yeah. Good. Pass, because this is the pass.
It's a lot to swallow. It is
bitter. Yes.
When was the last time you had a tea ceremony?
When I was in kindergarten. I was younger than her.
Oh, wow. Have this first. It's supposed to be sweet.
Akko reminds us that we are supposed to enjoy our tea with something sweet, like this roll cake she picked up from the bakery on our way here.
Thank you for wonderful lunch.
Yeah.
Wonderful lunch.
After I set up my camera to take a group photo, my mischievous little friend reframes our shot.
Camera person, are we looking good? Yay!
Then she plays around with my equipment while I step out for a minute, leaving me something sweet to remember her by.
Oh, she's dancing. Hey, you recorded yourself. Good job. Is that for me?
It's little moments like this that I think I'll cherish the most. Another precious memory is this stroll through the neighborhood park.
This is Shitada no Mori. It is a city park about 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. You ate today.
We ate rice from here.
Yeah.
That was lunch.
It's so peaceful. Akko says she comes here often to de-stress. She leads a busy life as a house designer, which she says is similar to an architect and an interior designer combined into one in America.
I want her to design my house. Look. Wow.
She even designed and remodeled her current house on the same spot where her mother's house used to be. My sweet friend gives me a parting gift, and it's time to say goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Dinner is just around the corner from our hotel, and a small group of us make our way over to an izakaya, or a Japanese-style pub that's just on the other side of the Kashiwa-Takashimaya Station Mall. We toast to another great day and look forward to what day 3 will bring. Day 3 begins at the Omelette Bar. I'm learning that a big breakfast is a good idea because we have another full morning ahead. Today we are off to Tokyo. A new bus takes us on the hour-long drive. We take a short break at a rest stop, share snacks back on the bus, and admire the view as we pull into the city. Our first stop is Tokyo Tower. At 333 meters or nearly 1,100 feet, this active broadcasting facility is the second tallest structure in Japan. It was based on the Eiffel Tower design and is taller but lighter than the iconic structure in Paris. We cram into the elevator and go up to get the best view.
I've only seen this tower from afar, so I thought it was small, and oh my goodness, it is anything but small. You could walk around this entire area and just see the city from a 360-degree angle.
Several of our Torrance delegates admire this view for the first time too.
Just amazing. As far as you can see, there's just buildings. It just goes on and on. Just to have the experience, well, I still can. It is a great experience to have. Everyone should come at least once in their lifetime.
And others are returning to a familiar spot, but notice some changes.
Well, I remember when I came here as a college student, and my host family was giving me the tour, and I remembered seeing this for the first time, looking around Tokyo, and this is back in the 70s. So looking now, there's so many new buildings here in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It's densified quite a bit.
And as a Japanese American and as someone who lived in Tokyo, you called this place your home before. What's it like to be back from that perspective?
Well, it's great to visit Tokyo because my eldest daughter works here. So to me, this is sort of an extension of our family. It's kind of a second home for us. So I'm always happy to come back and, of course, see her.
You did it!
This observation deck also gives us a clear view of just how high up we are.
I'm gonna do it.
It also features a big screen, unique displays, and a small shop. But most of us head back downstairs to pick out our souvenirs before heading over to lunch. This is supposed to be an Italian buffet, but besides pasta, there's also rice, curry, and pho. I enjoy my meal while getting to know another fellow traveler better.
I was an exchange student in 1976, and it's been like almost 50 years since I've seen these my host families that I went in high school with. And when we got together yesterday, we both cried. We both hugged each other. We cried. All the feelings I had from back when I was in high school rushed back in, and I was like, it was just super emotional. I'm feeling that way right now, even just talking about it. You know, the experiences you have when you're a kid, they're hardwired. You'll never forget them. So I'm happy I was able to see them. Sad to see some people have passed away, but friendships never end. That's actually the goal of Sister City too, to bridge these friendships, and they're lifelong. So. That's my story.
Stories like his permeate throughout our group, and I realize how deep and meaningful this visit really is for so many of our delegates. They also enjoy revisiting popular hotspots like this, while us newbies are just soaking it all in.
After being in Kashiwa for a few days, this is crazy. I mean, take a look at everybody behind me.
I can't believe how many people are here, but I'm really happy to be in Japan. It's so refreshing to see the respect, and even when driving on the street, the drivers are very respectful, and it seems easy to get around, and it's just fun.
I've been here before, so for me this is not new, but it's fun to just go through and see it all again and check out all the food places that are really popular, like the fried chicken place that we passed by was crazy busy. But you know, it's so different here because it's the old section with the old temples and then the juxtaposition of that with the new apartments and buildings around here. It's a unique place.
Lori takes me to Sensoji, the oldest temple in Tokyo. About 30 million people visit here every year. Just outside the main hall, we wash our hands, then bathe ourselves in smoke at the huge incense burner. It's supposed to ward off illnesses and purify us before we enter the temple. Lots of people also make small offerings and receive omikuji, or written fortunes. If they like it, they keep it, and if they don't, they tie it up and leave it behind. I love being shown around by familiar faces like Hank, who I met this summer back home.
I'm very happy to see you again, and also the people from Torrance. When I'm back to Japan, I miss Torrance people, and today I met the Torrance people again. Oh, so happy. And the Torrance people say, come back to Torrance. Hank, I'm very want to be back because now I have many friends in Torrance.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing us around.
Okay, very good. I'm very happy because you guys enjoyed staying in Japan very much. Yeah. Very good.
This area is called Asakusa, and it's hard to believe it used to be a fishing village. Now it's filled with tourists and features so many stores, especially at Nakamise, its most famous shopping street. This is also where we take our last group photo for our trip. The Sayonara party wraps up our visit. I'm mesmerized by all the chandeliers on the first floor of this venue. Up in the banquet hall, there's a long row of food, including the biggest and most beautiful dim sum presentation I've ever seen. As I'm eating, I look up and see Weekends in Torrance playing on 2 giant screens.
I was here in 2018, so just a blessing to be able to be part of this again. Sharing experiences together, I think, made this experience even better than the first time. It really does open the doors to learning so much about our cultures and how we can work together and just be a better world in the end. So I think all the problems that we see in the world, organizations like this truly make a difference for the better.
The program continues with live entertainment. We also remember Miko Haggett Henson, a founding member and first president of the Torrance Sister City Association. She passed away in June of 2022. She dedicated her life to serving as a bridge between the U.S. and Japan, helping to establish the sister city relationship. And of course, the traditional Japanese dance called odori returns.
We are lucky. For the 50th anniversary, we prepared for a long, long time, and then everybody cooperated together to create something new, and not only remembering last 50 years, but also for the new encounters. And that's what we made it, and together with Torrance and Kashiwa, and I'm very happy about it.
The evening concludes with lots of hugs and kind of goodbyes.
Sayonara is a farewell, but it is a kind of see you next time party. So see you in Torrance, and please visit Kashiwa again.
I finally get to do things like make coffee in the morning because I'm not in a rush anymore. except I don't know how to use it. Despite my jet lag, I get the most rest, waking up just before 6 a.m., still on time to head down to breakfast at 7. One last time. Thank you. It's great to see that a lot of my fellow travelers are up early too, and we share one last meal together, thinking back on our time here.
Oh, the trip went really well. We came for the 35th, so the 15 years since our first anniversary trip. And being the 50th this year, everything was brand new, 2 or 3 steps higher than it had been. Walking down Torrance Street, I could not believe that for us to now have a signpost on the corner of Torrance Street is a big deal.
She says more than 600 adults and more than 500 students made trips between Torrance and Kashiwa over the past 50 years. Then there are host families on both sides who also got involved.
It's just like a spider web that just keeps growing and growing and bigger of the people that we've affected.
I asked what her favorite part of the trip was.
Seeing old friends. You're going to make me cry on that one. Just being able to, every 5 years, see them and think it was yesterday, it was the last time you saw them. The friends we've made, that's the key point and the keystone of sister city relationships. President Eisenhower in 1956 developed a sister city program so it would be people to people. And I wish you were here to see that it really is people to people.
Speaking of people to people, during this trip, I discovered that some people in this group are literally my neighbors.
It's pretty wild that it took coming halfway across the world to discover that you have connections with people. So yeah, we found out we walk our dogs at the same park and live, about 500 feet from each other. So that was really awesome.
Susan and Lawrence also share what's closest to their hearts from our 50th anniversary trip.
I think my favorite part was going to the school and seeing the kids. That was exciting. And then I noticed every place we went, they had a band. When we went to the city hall, it was a fire department band. I was like, a fire department has a band? And I was like, wow, that's exciting. And then when we went to the school, they had a band. And then when we went to the Torrance Street Festival, they had the kids that were singing. That was great. And just seeing the ukulele, that was nice. And the steel guitar, I mean, you don't always see that. They're really passionate about music here.
I think going to Ichikashi, the high school, was really special for me. That whole day going to Kashiwa no Hi, which is like their futuristic part of the day, is like stepping in the future. And then for me, going to Ichikashi and stepping back into the past, which is the school that I got to go to back when I was in high school. And I didn't know if I was going to remember it or anything was going to be familiar, and it was. And I remembered the gym and their awesome brass band, and they were so welcoming and stuff. We have a high school student and a student that's about to be in high school. So for us, seeing that age group and teenagers and stuff was really, really cool.
If I could stay, I'd stay.
No, yeah, there's definitely like so much more to explore here and see and do. They said last night that it's not sayonara, it's see you later. Yeah. So we're taking that to heart, and we're like, yeah, we're definitely will be back.
Kashiwa no minasama, arigatou gozaimashita.
Sayonara. All right, bye.
All right, see ya. Bye, guys. Bye, Christine. Thank you for everything. Bye, Christine. Safe travels.
Back in my room, I'd taken the last of Kashiwa before heading out to Tokyo. It's been an incredible journey. I'm so thankful that I got to share this experience with you. Looking forward to greeting you again from the South Bay. But for now, sayonara from Tokyo. I'm Christine Lee with Torrance City Cable.